Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I hope that you have been having a thoughtful, thankful Thursday, a thankful, thoughtful Thursday. It has been a delightful day. I know that my day has been delightful. Guess what, guys? It's time for your Mindful Minute with Dr. E. And it's been a while. It's been a while, and I was talking to my friend Sophia yesterday, and I said, Sophia, I, haven't wanted to make a video lately. And she, of course, is gracious and compassionate as she is. She said, if you don't feel like doing it, then you shouldn't do it. And as I've said to you all before, when I don't have something to say, I won't force it. But when I feel so inspired to share a good word with you, I like to come on and say what it is that's in my heart. As I was working on tomorrow's Choose Joy email, and tomorrow's, this week's virtue has been excellence. And quite a bit of it is, I love what I do. I give all to my relationships. I give my best to my relationship. I give best to my work. Tomorrow's action step is about being mindful of the possibilities, knowing that you have, I'm just going to go in on and say, an infinite number of possibilities for your life. And it just falls in line with, knowing that you were born with everything inside of you that you would need for this life's journey. That's why I can tell you without a doubt that there are an infinite number of possibilities for the way that your life can go if you choose to believe it. And I got to tell you that this week I have been reflecting on the concept of Monique wants what Monique wants. A famous quote. Monique wants what Monique wants. And I'm going to tell you, I have shed so many tears, and I'm going to try real hard not to shed any tears right now, as I have, I think, finally come to grips and having acceptance around the fact that I can't always have what I want. But I am thankful that I also realize that I'll always get what I need, which leads me to the thing that is just lighting me up right now. I was typing the email, and I decided to include a quote about the people that you surround yourself with, making sure that you surround yourself with the doers, the thinkers, those who see the best in you, who tell you about that best thing about you that they see in you. Man, that can be the difference between a horrible day, a horrible moment, or a savageable day. And I'll share with you that yesterday I was just having the hardest day. And when I was in line at lunch today, because we had our Thanksgiving luncheon at work, and I was with my department, and the chief of my department, well, someone else in the line had said, it's kind of like you always say, the body remembers, or something to the effect of that. And it's something else that I had talked about with my friend Chastity some weeks ago, that oftentimes when we are feeling something and we're like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. And then hopefully you develop an awareness. And I will tell you that this time of year holds some sadness because of an event that happened 2 years ago that shook the foundation of my life, that totally shifted everything in another direction. And so sometimes I'll say, I'm feeling something's coming or something's off, and I'm not sure what. But this time I knew exactly what it was, and I have to agree with my boss that the body remembers. The body remembers the emotions that are associated with particular events. So happy events, sad events, devastating events. Even if our conscious mind isn't focused on it or thinking about it, our body remembers. And so anyway, I was just having the hardest day yesterday, and I thought to myself, who do I reach out to? Because I don't like to reach out to everybody, and I don't like to be a burden to people. But I finally decided on reaching out to one of my dearest friends. And she called me, and we talked. And I mean, she just let me sit there and cry for the longest time. And she said all of the things that she's said before, that I've said to her. She dug deep, and she just pulled out every bit of encouragement that she could come up with to help me push past what I was feeling. And a lot of it had to do with acceptance and about, not getting what you think you want, and, being okay with what you have, and what you have is what you need. all of the messages that I've shared with you all. But I just want to say right now that I am so thankful. I say this all the time, but today, as we get ready for Thanksgiving next week, when I think about what I'm grateful for today, I am so thankful for the people in my life. And as I was writing that, the song came to my mind, When I Needed You by Roberta Flack. A song from a long time ago, from my childhood, that was on the soundtrack of a movie that I love, Bustin Loose, with Richard Pryor and Roberta Flack. And when I said, that's gonna be my song, and when I turned it on and I'm at work, and my eyes got full and I got so emotional because I started to think about every person who is in my life right now. And in the song it says, somebody sent you when I needed you. Somebody, saw that I needed you, and you were there when I needed you. And I just thought about all the people in my life who have been there for me, who I have allowed myself to be vulnerable to, who I've given the real Monique when I'm down, and who had not skipped a beat with pouring into me, for adding a little sunshine to my life when I was feeling really dark and low. So I want you to get into the email if you're subscribed to this Choose Joy email. And if not, definitely look up the song by Roberta Flack, When I Needed You. And my suggestion to those of you who are subscribed to my email is to send that song to people who the meaning matches. Those people who stepped up and stepped in when you needed them the most, and just showed you the love that you needed to feel in that moment, that maybe picked you up when you were feeling down, or maybe you were feeling great and they stepped in and made you feel even better. So if you're practicing gratitude, I would say for today is Thursday, and of course tomorrow on Friday, send that song to someone, and I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference in the world. I sent it to my brother, Miguel, and I asked him, did he remember the movie? And he said that he did. Wow. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got. And I hope that in my reflection of life, I've shared something that brings you joy. I've stirred up something that can point you in the direction of choosing joy. And that once you find it, that you are courageous and bold enough to go for it. Because just like I said in the beginning of the message, your life is full of infinite possibilities. It can go probably pretty much exactly the way you want it to. You might have to, be flexible a little bit, but, as much as I'll tell you that I finally accepted that Monique can't get what she wants, maybe what Monique wants changes, and then it becomes okay. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for choosing joy. Thank you for going on this journey. Thank you for listening to me gab. Thank you for sharing this. If you found something that might benefit someone else, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't, you still have time to do so. You have time to like it. You have time to send me comments and feedback on what I've said here today. Guys, I want to leave you with this. Be kind, loving, and gentle to yourself. Be kind, loving, and gentle to everyone in your life, and give the world the beauty, the warmth, and all the joy and compassion that your smile conveys. I love each and every one of you. Mwah. Take care.